Hello, Homeroom Advisors. This video here is to walk you through some upcoming scheduling events that'll be happening in Homeroom. What you're looking at now is a scheduling calendar that we've previously shared with you, and I just want to point your attention to the upcoming month of January, and specifically this upcoming week now that we're back from holiday break. So January, as you know, is a month where a lot of the scheduling process for the next school year will go on. And this upcoming week specifically is when we're asking all homerooms to talk about the scheduling sheets for their homeroom students for the following year. Now, all families received in the mail, the U.S. mail, prior to the holiday break, a packet that you see on the screen here. It's within this packet where students received their individual scheduling sheets. So it's important that students know and understand that. What we're asking you to do this week is for you to go over, show and review the scheduling worksheets for your students. These worksheets are going to be used ultimately, as you'll see here on the calendar, the week of January 25th, when students are actually going to be inputting their requests into Infinite Campus. Now, the scheduling worksheets are just that. They're a worksheet, but really important that the students have looked at them and gone over them prior to putting their information into Infinite Campus. So let's take a brief look at those scheduling worksheets. Okay, as a sophomore homeroom advisor, what you're looking at is the scheduling worksheet, the junior scheduling worksheet for the 2021-22 school year for your sophomores, next year's juniors. This scheduling worksheet is again in the packet that was mailed to all students, so they have a copy of that. Basically what we're asking you to do with your students is to walk them through this, to explain the parts of it. The hope is if the students and their families do the legwork on the front end, they look at this worksheet, they fill it out, they make the decisions, that then when at the end of the month, when they're entering their actual class requests in Infinite Campus, that's more of a formality because they've done all of the work here. So just looking at it really briefly, they're basically divided into two parts. The left side over here is what we're calling the graduation requirement core class areas, our 4 core classes. And so what students need to go through is in each one of the areas, select which class they're going to take as juniors for these different areas, as well as most likely they're going to be taking their PE credit for their junior year as well. So when they have a class selected for each one of them on this side, they should have 4.5 credits. Then when you go to the right side of the sheet, as juniors, it's their first year that they can take either PFM or Intro to Econ. And so if they're choosing to take it as juniors, they would select that there. So let's assume that your juniors would take one of each of the 4 core classes, a PE class, and either PFM or Econ. So they would be up to 5 credits. All juniors must have at least 6 credits. So if they want to have a study hall both semesters or a privilege both semesters, they're looking then to add 1 elective class to make it their 6th credit. If they want 1 privilege or study hall, they'd be adding a credit and a half of electives. If they're choosing to have no study halls or privileges, they'd be looking at 2 credits in this area, again assuming PE and PFM. So they should think about what are those elective classes that they want to take. They should get the names in here, the numbers of the classes in here, again with the hopes that everything is on here so that when you guys will go in Infinite Campus and enter in your course selections, you've got everything here on your worksheet. So again, they should total at least 6 credits. If they're involved in the charter school, they're going to want to indicate that here. And then finally at the bottom, alternative courses. I know students don't like to think about having to settle for their alternative classes, but the reality is sometimes we can't offer all classes. So it's really important that students go through and identify an alternate PE class. Which one would they take if they're not getting the one that they had first selected, as well as some elective or alternative options down in this part here. Again, that's really helpful for the scheduling process. So Again, you're going to want to show them the sheet, walk them through it, answer their questions, implore them that they should have this done before the end of the month when we're going to enter them in Infinite Campus in homerooms. Hope this helps. Thanks.